Happy New Year, film friends! Today is another day for an advanced movie screening, and I will be watching Night Swim. I'm pretty excited. The trailer is very intriguing to me. I am used to things that are in the ocean. Like, we usually see ocean thrillers or like shark movies, but I personally haven't watched a pool one before. Well, now that I say that, I am thinking about Lady in the Water, but she's like a fairy water muse thing. I haven't seen the movie. It was a no for me. But I'm gonna watch this movie. I'm super psyched. And you're gonna come with me, watch my reaction, and I'll see you guys very soon. Hey, what's up, you guys? I just came back from seeing Night Swim. Okay, so if you guys have not seen the trailer, the movie opens up with this family that moves into this new house. And of course, this house has this pool. And it's a mom, a dad, and their kids. And we discover very early on, I wouldn't consider this a spoiler because it happened very early on, but he used to be this very famous, strapping baseball player, and he's experiencing a disease, MS. And that's where the story begins. So as far as haunted pool movies go, I have to say, this one kept me entertained for very much of it because there are some good performances. I think the underwater scenes were very well done. There is a certain scene that happens early on where the camera kind of cuts from side to side because somebody is in the pool swimming. I won't say who. And it kind of keeps you at the edge of your seat because the camera pans from side to side and you kind of are anticipating what the person is going to see, because of course they're swimming at night and there's kind of like some fog on the surface, and of course there's a moment where you kind of think you see something. So I think the underwater scenes are pretty good. This, I think, falls off the rail a little bit once we dive more into the lore. Some may say that it doesn't go far enough into the lore, but for me, I would say once we explore more of the lore, it kind of just sits there, and then there are certain things that are revealed, certain things are happening in front of characters because other characters are, okay, spoiler here, but certain characters, I won't say who, but certain characters get kind of possessed by some evil haunted water, and then other characters kind of don't really react the way you would think that you would react to that. I know it's fiction, it's not real, but they live in a world where something like that just doesn't happen. So I would expect within this universe that you would have some sort of appropriate reaction when that kind of crap is going on right in front of you. I think this movie sets up a Night Swim 2 because, as I said, while they do explore some of the lore, there's just a bunch of questions that I can so tell people will have. Like, as I was leaving the screening, I heard other critics asking, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? I was pretty satisfied. I thought, you know, it was what it was. It's a horror haunted pool movie. I think if this is successful enough, even if it's like blowing up on streaming services afterwards, I think they probably will be doing a swim night. I think they will be doing a Night Swim 2. Because as I said, there's just kind of like some strings that aren't really tied up at the end. And I think some really sad things happen in this movie. And again, I just don't think there was enough of a emotional reaction to certain things that happen, namely towards the end. And when you watch it, you will know what I'm talking about. Well, I hope you know what I'm talking about, because I hope you feel the same way that I do. I just felt like you guys are family, right? You love each other, right? So this thing happened. Do you care? Where's the trauma? Where are the tears? But before all of that happens, I think a lot of this is fun. I think it builds good tension. I like the relationships. So if I had to rate this movie, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. And I'm giving it a 3 because it kept me entertained. I haven't seen a haunted pool movie before. I'm sure it probably exists somewhere out there, but this is my first one. And even though some parts kind of fell off for me and some things I kind of questioned some characters do or how they react, for a lot of this, I was entertained. I wanted to know more. I was on the lookout to see, like, you know, what's happening, what's popping out in the pool, who's a goner, who's staying alive. I was in it. 3 out of 5. Now, should you go watch this in a movie theater? That is the question. You know what? It's January. You are coming off of the holidays. You're finally out of holiday break where you have to spend so much time with annoying siblings and family members. Why not? Why not go to the theater and watch this? I think it'll be a fun time. I won't say it's super scary. Of course, it does use some jump scares, but I think the way the underwater scenes are filmed were creative and unique, and I think you want to be able to experience that in a theater. And I think watching a horror movie is always more fun in that community-based feeling. And like I said, I gave it a 3 out of 5, so I think it's worth it to go watch it in the theater with some friends. It'll be a spooky, watery, haunted time. Thank you guys so much for coming with me to watch Night Swim. Next up, I should be getting an advanced screening for Mean Girls the musical, the movie musical that is not being advertised as a musical. Who would have thought? Let's see how that goes. Thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys next time.